Looks like other Starborn got here before us. So, you might have company.
Oh, fun.
What was that? I could have sworn... Ah, never mind.
You have my patience.
Starborn Searcher.
God, take you.
Give your best shot. Oh, I'm hit! I don't even need a gun.
The artifacts are ours.
Nice.
An amateur is dead. Enough.
Ooh.
Going out? This is gonna end badly for you.
This is tough.
Ha! You're a damn joke.
Power required.
Not sure power like that was meant for this humankind.
Wait, what's that say? Natural flora. Natural flavor. Yeah, we've been here before. We can unlock this.
Show me what you've got.
What's happening to her?
Going out.
That's just a generic one.
Look out.
Generic Starborn. Okay, let's go in here.
Is it really necessary? drag around all that gear?
White.
Agents, hear the music, universe.
Here it comes! Throwing a grenade! Ah! Let's do this! Got a present for ya!
Don't really wanna run into the minigun. Not gonna lie. Damn it.
Sending one!
God damn it. Sarah. Can we open these? Nope. Okay, fine. Eh.
Don't understand how you can harness that type of power.
Let's get out of here. Ooh, it's daytime. Nice. Talk to the emissary. Watch me die there. Oh, this is a pretty good screenshot. Hold up. That's a pretty cool scene.
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlock the secret of interstellar travel. At the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
Let's go with number 1, even though I'm kind of conflicted on this. Sacrificing Earth wasn't worth having grav drives. We lost our home.
Assuming we weren't going to lose it anyway. War, disease, famine.
True.
All the classics.
Don't you see? The power of the artifacts forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? And what gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That's why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself.
Huh. Let's go with the last one. You're both wrong. It's time for someone other than a Starborn made a decision.
Don't be a fool. The emissary and I may have our differences, but you do not want to give us a common enemy.
For once, he's right. Don't do this. We can collect the final pieces together.
Okay, so this is going to look and sound a little bit different. It was actually getting super late, and I want to think about it a little bit, so I actually legitimately slept on this decision. So this is actually the next day. I actually have Sarah with me here, and apparently she has some dialogue to say to our responses as well. So we're just going to go back into this conversation.
An easy trade.
We'll just go with the same one that we went with last time.
Though I'm normally a devotee of science, I have to admit that in this case, it failed us terribly. And the cost was immeasurable.
Assuming we weren't going to lose it anyway. War, disease, famine, all the classics.
Don't you see? The power of the artifacts forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? And what gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary...
In the wrong hands, the power of the art...
And then you're both wrong. It's time for someone other than Starborn make the decision.
You're right. If this has been happening time and time again, perhaps they've arrived at a total deadlock.
Don't be a fool. The emissary and I may have our differences, but you do not want to give us a common enemy.
For once, he's right. Don't do this. We can collect the final pieces together.
Okay, so this is where we left off last time. So I thought about it a little bit. The Hunter, he's straightforward. Like, he wants power, he wants the artifacts for himself. That's what he says he wants, that's what he wants. He's a sarcastic little asshole, but I like him that way. He did kill our friend, though. So, like, I can't really side with him just for that reason. But personality-wise, I don't actually mind the Hunter that much. The emissary here, however, it's Barrett. But he's not Barrett. And the Hunter is right. He is being a little bit hypocritical in this. Basically, he's saying the power should not be held by an individual because that would turn you into a tyrant. But I should have the power to choose who gets to have this power. And let's not forget, the emissary also attacked us when we were leaving Neon that one time with the artifact. So even though this is Barrett, he's not above attacking people he once knew just to either get the artifacts for himself or not let us get the artifacts because he deemed us not worthy at the time. So I'm gonna go with this last option here. I'm tired of you both. I'll get to the Unity on my own.
Bravo. I was hoping you'd make that choice. And whatever it takes to make it through this, I swear I'll remain by your side.
Well, look at that. The emissary just became my new best friend.
You've made your choice. When you're ready, the hunter and I will be at the buried temple. That's where we'll settle things.
Meaning, we'll kill you. But hey, at least we'll wait. The final round doesn't start until there's only one artifact left to gather. And if I'm not mistaken, Constellation has 1 or 2 to go.
Nice. See ya. Okay, let's go back to our ship. Right. Wait a minute. Actually, we don't need to go back to our ship. Complete the final glimpses. Oh, I guess... Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have to go back to the lodge anyways. Okay, so I had to climb all the way up on this NASA launch pad just to get the screenshot for the thumbnail of my last video. I'm not going to show the entire thing because, as you can see here, there are stuff up here and along the way as well, but it's nothing that interesting. It's just stuff that you can find anywhere. Like there's a toy here, and then, oh, yeah. And then up here, when our Bruce comes back, is just a NASA-themed snow globe and a mug. I mean, it was kind of fun climbing up here because it was like sort of like a puzzle. You kind of have to find places to jump up, but not rewarding at all. it was just junk that you can find anywhere. Yeah, just wanted to show you guys this. Okay, so we're back at the lodge. Let's talk to these people.
Hey, I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together to say goodbye. You know, to Barrett.
I'm about to kill them all over again. I'll be there, Noel. I promise.
Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Alright, let's talk to you guys about the Starborn situation.
Forget how much you take a place like the Lodge for granted. Until it's threatened.
What's your take on the Unity?
Counter to everything I've said and believed before. I've caught myself wondering if we ever should have started this search. If this is all true, and I have it right, we've potentially started a chain of events that will create more of these Starborn. Or worse, enable the ones we've seen to become even stronger. I am not fond of either of those options. So maybe now...
Well, they're gonna do that either way,
to
with or without us.
This journey before one of them does.
Glad someone's finally on my side for once. We can't stop now after all we've been through.
I know. I've said as much before. Look, I don't like the idea of siding with either one of these groups. I'd much rather see someone from Constellation get there first. I trust any of us far more than these Starborn.
Okay. Noel?
No more Starborn have shown up. Yet.
What do you think of this idea of the Unity?
It's silly, but I can't stop thinking about the idea that there are more of me out there. Even just one more Noel is crazy to consider, but dozens, hundreds, an infinite number of them? How different might we all be? Am I not even remotely the unique individual I thought I was? My head is spinning just considering it.
So no universe hopping for you then?
No, thank you.
That reminds me of the Jet Li movie, The One. Mateo?
You can feel it, can't you? The lodge just feels empty.
What do you think of this idea of the Unity?
I thought I had a grip on the situation. I'm not so sure anymore. The Sanctum Universum believes that God wanted us to travel the stars. That's gotten us here. Could this be the next step in that journey? Is this what we were meant to learn out here? Could the Unity... Could that be God? Or a way to reach him?
So with the Sanctum and like what was it, the Pioneer, whatever the guy was called, and the Starborn and the creation of Grav Drive, this is sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy of sorts. It's a lot to wrap my head around.
I knew we were onto something big with the artifacts, but it's beyond anything I could have imagined. The one thing I'm sure of is that we have to see this through. We need to find the rest of the artifacts.
Hey. Vladimir?
Mateo told us about your pilgrim's voyage.
You found it, didn't you? The meaning of unity.
I think they deserve no. Baird is alive, a version of him, from another universe.
What? It can't be.
Our colleague is alive
From another
in some
universe.
alternate dimension? Am I hearing this right?
Let's take a step back. This is everything we've been building towards, and the implications are a lot to take in. Could you explain the part about multiple universes one more time for everyone?
You were
Yes,
there.
I wouldn't mind a little more detail.
Apparently, in another universe, I died and Barrett lived. He's the emissary now, a Starborn.
And that's why the Starborn want the artifacts so desperately. They're the keys to unlocking the infinite.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes.
Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment? Or oblivion? Like the Hunter.
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist. And you're second guessing.
I feel like I wasn't supposed to talk to
One doesn't
them
approach
first.
the afterlife without some trepidation.
We should all take time to think about what this means.
You're right. This is a lot to take in.
Take some time to process, everyone. We finally have some answers. Now we need to figure out what to do with them.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen.
Do you guys have anything else to say about that? Yes, not.
I need to inventory all our equipment.
Okay, Vladimir.
These last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space. Could be the only remaining pieces outside the hands of the Starborn.
Remember when deep space was our only problem?
Aye. The blackest sea seems less of a concern when there are sharks leaping out at you.
Thanks, Vladimir. I'll follow up on these.
Catch a smile out there.
Okay. Oh, is that the final mission? Huh. Talk to Vladimir to locate more temples. Can I do that?
Don't mind me. Tip your ear later.
First, I was hoping you could point me to another artifact temple.
Lucky I noticed a pattern in one of those artifacts you pulled out. Here.
I feel like I did the quest out of order.
Home's got a sanctity.
Any thoughts on
Hard
the
to
Unity?
fix once it's broken. Keep coming back to one thing. Both of these Starborn, they're people you know. Only they're not the people you know. Say and do things the folks you know would never. Doesn't bode well for anyone stepping into the Unity. Or through it, or however it works. You consider what it might do to you?
I will be a god. Maybe it's a chance to start over, to be someone else.
Or end up trapped in whatever the Starborn call their life's way. Whatever their differences, they both follow Obsession's guidance.
Okay. We're gonna put this on hold for now then. I don't know, I feel like I kind of did that out of order. But... what I will do, we're gonna have to wait for Barrett's funeral anyways, the memorial service. And Sam actually wanted to talk to me, so I think it might be time to do his personal quest.
Signs of continued trauma.
So let's see what he has to say.
The lodge
Is he here?
a little colder than it used to.
Yeah.
The lodge is still our home. We'll make it feel that way again. I don't got many friends, so I figure I gotta level with you. My past keeps showing up. I should get ahead of it before I get behind it. Hell, this is tougher than I thought it was gonna be.
Might save this for the next video, but whatever. No matter what happens, Sam, I'm in your corner.
That means a lot. When I turned 18, my dad used one of his many connections to get me my first real job. That, plus the magical co-family name, meant I was shipping freight out of Aquila. If there's a way to take the wonder out of space, it was working for that outfit. Every milligram of helium-3 accounted for, timetables down to the second, too busy to ever really appreciate anything. Or even look up.
For a first job, you could do a lot worse.
That's the way my dad looked at it. On paper, I see your point. But it was rough. So, an opportunity comes by from the boss man. He says, run this job, don't ask questions, and there's a bonus. Hell, I was still just a kid. I jumped on it. I knew I wasn't shipping some dried mangoes, but suddenly, God help me, it was fun.
Oh, this will not end well.
You think? So, more jobs started coming. And everywhere I went, suddenly dangerous people were much better armed. I'd hear about armed conflicts and civilian casualties. Innocent casualties. And I'd pretend that wasn't me. Maybe I wasn't smuggling weapons, maybe I was carrying something else. As long as I never open the boxes, I can keep pretending.
You know you didn't kill those people.
Not directly. And I'd tell myself they'd get guns from someone else. But in my heart, I knew blood was on my hands. Soon the boss man's relying on me, and the pay was nice. We also started partying a lot together. Hard. There are whole weeks that are blank. Never had a lick of trouble. Till I did.
You can't keep pulling a fire without getting burned.
You're right, of course. To this day, I don't know what I was running that last job. But it was tasty enough, a whole mess of Crimson Fleet jumped me at the rendezvous. Yeah, a sane man would have been scared. But I looked at my pissant trading skiff's dual cannons and shouted, "Oh, this is on!" Yeah, I blew up one of the pirates before they realized that I was out of my gourd. I managed to get them down to 2 left before every system I had was fried. I was done. And that should have been the end. But that's when the Rangers showed up.
You're crazy. Literally crazy.
Hey, I'm not proud of it, okay? I'm not that same punk anymore. And then, dependable and straight as an arrow, Lillian Hart came on the comm, and well, it's like hearing the voice of an angel. The Rangers took them out, no problem. All that's fuzzy, though. See, I passed out. And when I came to, Lillian was there. Seems the Rangers were impressed with me. Offered me a job. Yeah, by all rights, it should have been a prison cell, but Lillian, she saw something in me. And I took the job. And that's it. All my cards are on the table.
That's it? Nothing more?
Look, I'm guilty as hell of smuggling who knows what. And there are people I dealt with, bad people, that would recognize me. But I swear I did more questionable stuff for the Rangers, under orders, mind you, than I ever did as a smuggler.
And Lillian knew you were a smuggler?
Officially, my cargo was destroyed by the fleet. Unofficially, hell yes she knew. She jettisoned it herself. I don't know why she did it, but she stuck her neck out for me. And after she helped me sober up and put the mess I was back together.
You aren't that kid anymore. You're probably a better person for it.
Well, after I hit bottom, I learned a lot. Fast. But the thing that scares me is Cora. I mean, I gotta tell her someday. Sometimes the way she looks at me, I'm not worthy of that. But to see that look gone...
She thinks the world of you. It'll be fine.
That's easy for you to say. Just so you know, all this is why Lillian is something else. And I really need to own that. And have a tough talk with Lillian. Tell her about that follow-through you mentioned. Cora's at an important age right now. Every visit counts. You can't flake on her. Well, for now, let's do something more cheery. Like getting a root canal.
Okay.
Things are gonna be rough for a while. Lodge has wounds that need healing.
Guess no quest for him yet.
Pistol, I'd be obliged.
We'll take off this swimsuit. Okay. Let's head back out with Sam.
Now, you know me. I'm always up for the next adventure.
Okay, Sam. I'm trusting you to stay out of trouble. Think you can handle that?
Just look at it. Who exactly built this? I mean, did the Starborn build it? Take your time.
Get more temples. What?
This is my favorite part.
There's more?
Oh, we make a hell of a team.
Alright, they don't drop anything. Hey, Garvey Preston, just give me all the temple locations at once next time.
Waiting for time's passage. Waiting for time's passage. It's the only cue. The eye's showing signs over another one of those big anomalies. Here, catch a smile.
Vessel 3B. sounds weird.
I could spend years, literal years, digging into the Starborn. Woo! Now we're talking.
That's one hell of an arm. Okay. What's next? Do I do that stuff? We'll wait for now. Okay, Sam wants to talk anyway, so we'll go back to our ship, and then I guess we'll talk to Sam.
Stuff looks good, all systems not
Yeah, we'll go back to orbit, and then I'll end the video here, and then in the next video, I will talk to Sam. I don't know how I'm going to cut this video up, because I didn't really get too much of a good stopping point in the last few parts that I did. So, hopefully I have enough stuff. We'll see. Oh, here we go. Starborn. Oh, fighting with UC now.
Last mistake you'll ever make.
Which means we have help. Again, I don't have any missiles on the ship.
Do you think you can win this? This isn't going to end well for you.
Pick up this one first. Yep, nice. Oh, that's a lot of XP actually.
You've met your match. Damn, we made it.
No, can't dock. I'll just crash into it.
Got you on comms.
No thank you. Even though I'm the reason they're here. Let's trade.
Alright, just let me get this all down.
That's a nice ship actually. Don't need anything. Okay, welcome back to Starfield. Sam wants to talk to us, so we will talk to Sam again.
So we know the answer. Who are the Starborn? Well, we are. We're some cracked mirror version of ourselves. The whole thing seems unreal.
Oh, it's about this. Let's see. You theorized there were people outside the cell systems. Score 1 for you.
Yeah. Who's keeping track? You know, yeah, +1 for Team Sam. I was hoping the Starborn were somehow so advanced that their concerns were cosmic, significant. Instead, they're fighting over goddamn toys like we've been doing since caveman times. It's just a stupid game to them. And all our deaths and suffering, not relevant.
Their motivations do appear to be, well, human.
And they seem to be just as messed up as the rest of us. So the Unity is a gateway. A gateway to countless possibilities. And you have a chance to go through it. Imagine. I'd be lying if it doesn't sound like the adventure of a lifetime. I don't know if you're taking anyone with you. But if you take me, I got no idea if I'd go through or not. If it went for Cora, I'd jump on it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that makes
Cora
sense.
Probably shove both of us out of the way and dive in first. Born explorer, that girl.
An opportunity like this is why Constellation was founded. Pure exploration.
Exactly, right? I know it's your decision who to work with. But you gotta remember that the Hunter murdered our friend. Sure, the emissary may be a version of Barrett, but he's not our Barrett. But that doesn't make what the Hunter did right.
Yeah.
Not by a long shot. If the Starborn are party crashers from different universes, I'd side with the one that's not willing to murder innocents to win.
I don't like either of them.
Me neither. My head is still spinning. Maybe after a few nights' sleep it'll be clearer. Take care.
Okay. I guess,
history of time.
Sarah might have something to say about that as well then.
I will be your friend like forever.
Sarah!
If something's on your mind, you can tell me. Forgive me for pulling you aside again, but, well, there's so much to process right now. The emissary, the hunter, the Unity, an entire multiverse. I can't even begin to wrap my head around it all.
I feel exactly the same way, overwhelmed.
Why wouldn't you be? The fact that we are the origin of the Starborn. Humans literally reborn by entering the Unity. The same, yet different. It's unbelievable. I feel like most of the knowledge we've amassed in the last few centuries about the universe has just been made obsolete.
I wouldn't say it's completely obsolete.
Perhaps I'm overreacting, but you can't deny there will be more than a few textbook chapters that need to be rewritten. We've been pushing further and further outwards from our home, when we should have spent more time being prepared for the consequences. Our current problem relates closely to the nature of humans as a species. This rushed curiosity has led us to enter the Unity and become Starborn.
Isn't curiosity one of the tenets of the Constellation?
It certainly is. Without curiosity, our motivation to explore would vanish. But in this case, there's a difference between exploring the cosmos and blindly entering the unknown without being prepared for the consequences.
I don't think that would have made a difference.
But it has made a difference. Here we are, caught in the middle of some sort of needlessly violent crusade between the Hunter and the Emissary. You'd think that a technologically advanced society would have evolved past petty squabbling over something like the artifacts. It almost makes me wonder if entering the Unity has done them more harm than good.
So you think the artifacts are the primary reason Starborn revealed themselves to us?
Oh, absolutely. Their arrival in our universe is much too timely to be for any other reason. It's also clear that the need to collect these artifacts are an obsession for them, almost bordering on an addiction. That leads me to wonder what the Unity has done to their minds and their souls.
Well, in the case of the Hunter, it's about, like, power. In the case of the Emissary, it's more about control. I suspect this is your way of telling me I shouldn't enter the Unity?
No, that's not it at all. When you pass into whatever lies beyond, we don't know what will become of you. Will you remember your life as you knew it? Will the hunger to collect the artifacts consume your life like it's clearly consumed the Starborn?
You'd let those questions stop yourself from entering the Unity?
Of course not. I am, and always will be, an explorer at heart. My concern is how fundamental the change will be to ourselves as people. We don't even know if you'll remember anything about this conversation. I'm worried what that will mean between us.
This is surprising coming from someone who lives and breathes exploration.
This goes well beyond the boundaries of simple exploration. As the chair of Constellation, I want all of us to have this opportunity to explore the Unity. It would be the pinnacle exploration of our lives. However, after we enter the Unity, we'll likely evolve. You and I, as we stand here right now, will essentially cease to exist. The honest truth is that, well, you're the love of my life, and I can't bear to lose you.
Why does it make it seem like I'm going already? What makes you think you'd be losing me, sir?
I'm not sure. I'm guessing based on what we've learned. Even
this
if
makes it
I
seem like I've
accompany
decided to
into
go
the
already.
Unity, the question still remains. Would we know each other anymore? Even if we did, would we care? Part of what I do as chair of Constellation is weigh the costs of our expeditions. And this one, the cost is extremely high.
If you truly love me, then you'll have to trust me that I'll make the right decision.
I do love you. That's why this decision is tearing me apart. Listen, I realize nothing that I say is ever going to change your mind or diminish the enticement of this incredible opportunity. All I ask is that you research the facts before you blindly stumble off into the unknown.
Maybe it would make you feel better if we entered the Unity together.
I don't know if I'm ready to make that leap, but knowing we'd be doing it hand in hand would certainly make it more comforting. Well, I suppose I've ruined the moment again, haven't I? I'm getting quite good at that lately. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Just think what we discussed. I know I will.
Okay. So I'm guessing Andreja probably has something to say about that as well. 4 days until this memorial service. Before we talk to Andreja, we might as well just go to these two places to get the final artifacts. Hold up. Okay, so getting that artifact actually took longer than I thought it would. So I'm going to talk to Andreja after the fact, and I will cut it into the video.
Eager to help, if I can. So, we finally have all the answers. And yet here I stand, feeling like I understand even less than I did before. This talk of the unity of a multiverse? Dead friends appearing again? It is all simply too much.
You don't seem happy about any of this.
I do not see how any of this is cause for celebration.
We've been through so much to understand this all.
I know, but do we really understand? All we have to go on is the word of the Starborn, and the connection they claim to have to the artifacts.
Like your great serpent? We need to finish what we started. There's too much at stake to do anything else.
When we started this mission, we had no idea where it would lead. That we would lose people along the way. If we had known, would we still have been so keen to get here? Even if everything the Starborn have said is true, if you pass into this unity and come out in some other universe, look at who they are, at what they have become. They have the faces and voices of people you know, but are nothing like them. Are you not at all worried that the same fate would befall you? That you would become someone unrecognizable to the rest of us?
This is all just theory until we have all the artifacts. Let's focus on that first.
That feels very much like you are just trying to delay this conversation as long as possible. But you are not wrong. And certainly, at this point, we would not want the artifacts falling into any other hands. We should get back to it. Now that we know what to work towards, there's no time to waste.
Alright, so that was that. Yeah. We'll go to Freya and then we'll go to Irene. Oh, what's this? Wrong button. That's what's happening. I'll switch back to Sarah, go to sleep to get the bonus XP, and then we'll see what that's about. Okay. You can wait. Do they stay in this space? I hope they do. Oh. It's the, That's where the artifact is anyways.
Touching down.
Oh, I bet they're overrun by Starborn, maybe?